Hello everyone, today I am looking at BallisticNG. This is kind of the racing game where I immediately saw, screenshots and gameplay of it and thought I need to play that. This is like the F-Zero game that I've been waiting for, and I love the low poly look to it. Funnily enough, BallisticNG is kind of like an indie passion game based on an older series called Wipeout. And so from the Wipeout games, you have this highly, abstract kind of racing game where you go along these tracks and you basically just, race your vehicle around, unlock more vehicles and whatever. So because BallisticNG is kind of like an homage game and not a real game that's still being worked on, it has some weirdness to it that I just wasn't prepared for. So one thing is that the levels are also typically very short, like super short, and the PCs are typically pretty difficult, and I was just never sure how to use the vehicle. I never really was satisfied with how I performed, making those really tight turns, knowing when to boost and all that kind of stuff. And so I don't know, I just never knew how to feel about the game itself. I really like the aesthetic and the design of it, but I always felt there's something slightly off on it that doesn't make it a real game. There's not a cohesive vision working here, just a lot of really cool tracks, and there's not something to really glue it all together. It's not like you do a bunch of missions and then you face this famous guy and you unlock his speeder or something, or even some kind of like basic story or tournament. But there are definitely circuits, and there are different objectives for each one. Come in first on this match or get a time of this and stuff like that. Again, I really like the feel and the look of the game. I like, the menus and everything. I like the aesthetics. I like how you can toggle the look of the game to make it more classic or more modern, pixelated to your discretion. And yeah, it's very much an okay game. It has all the basic building blocks. It just needs to be reorganized and put into a much more coherent package for me to really enjoy it. And again, there are some trials that are super easy, super whatever, and some that are really difficult and beyond measure, frankly. Again, there's some levels that kind of tend to reuse the same kind of color palette and style, which I don't enjoy. And then there's some that have a really original, cool color palette and style that are really cool, like the jungle level, some of the city levels, the one that's red and black, the space level that's all like twisty and turny and has a bunch of green asteroids or something. So yeah, I really like BallisticNG. I think like on a very basic level, like I like it as a game demo, as a tech demo, but it's just not a game to me. It's not a cohesive package yet, technically, and that's kind of what I wanted to say. So yeah, it's a hit and miss, but yeah, overall, I hope that this game improves and becomes like a full kind of vision and a full thing. And I do like, the style of racing, and I can see why they did an homage to it, because it is very much it's really cool. Like, this is F-Zero as I would like it to be, because even F-Zero is like way too fast for me and you can't even see the other racers, and so I feel like the speed and style of this game is just absolutely perfect. Again, I like the design of all the racers. They look super cool, super futuristic. Playing this with a controller was definitely a different experience than mouse and keyboard. And something else I did do while I was playing this is later I got a VR headset, and I was able to play this game in VR, and that was absolutely nauseating. That was absolutely insane, but also a very cool one-in-a-lifetime experiences that I really did enjoy. It was pretty nifty. Anyway, not much else to say about this game. Again, I'm not sure how, it's just structured weird. Like, okay, do this race and then do this race and then, do this part and then, get the gold and then you go on to the next objective. But it doesn't feel like a proper thing. I don't know. Yeah, this is a game I want to like, but I still feel it needs some time in the oven or something. But I still like the base game of what it is. But at this point, it's basically just a tech demo. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I want to say about this game. Still really cool vibes from it. I'll see you later. Bye.